Shalom, Call Limelight, Howell Bashem, Hawashai Bashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule and teach well. And a sincere Shalom to 144,000 and a 1/3. Wars and rumors of wars. Okay. That's what's been going on, and it's heating up. You got the U.S. with Iran. Don't forget China and Taiwan is in the background, which will be an almost guaranteed heavy blow to the stock market because of tech. You know, tech is holding up the stock market exponentially. And as I explained in previous videos multiple times over on this channel, that if and when Taiwan is attacked by China, the chips and technology will take a massive hit and is going to speed up the collapse of Esau society. So let's dive into St. Matthew, all right, the 24th chapter. Boom. Okay. In verse 3, and as he sat, who is he that's sitting? Yahushai. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? So the disciples were tapped in Yahushai more than others, you know, to be able to come to somebody privately and get the sauce. You know, that's some deep stuff. When shall these things be, and when shall be the sign of thy coming? So it's coming. So they knew Yahushua is going to come back again in his glory to set up the kingdom of heaven and of the end of the world. So is this talking about, all right, Oinkimeni? No, this is talking about either Eon or Cosmos. It's really both. It's really Eon and Cosmos. But in this particular verse, I'm willing to say it's Eon. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it is Eon. So the reason why I was able to understand that it was Eon is because it could be Cosmos too, okay? Because it's referring to Esau, the Edomites. It's referring to the Edomites being taken out of power, and the kingdom of heaven being established. And the cosmos, right? Esau's rulership is a cosmos, all right? And an eon, all right? So, verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto him, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which we hear now, and it's going to keep going. It's going to keep escalating into the grandiose war in heaven. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, that's race wars, and kingdom against kingdom, so this is countries going at it, civil wars, okay, you know, China versus Taiwan, if you will, which is also nation against, or the Salaki, that's just kingdom against kingdom, because they're all Moabites. Race wars, okay, civil wars, genocides, whatever. And there shall be famine, starvation, and pestilences, diseases, and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So all these things that are coming, the wars, the famine, the pestilences, the only people that's going to be saved from it are the ones that endure to the end, which is the elect. Simple. Super simple. Clear cut, straight to the point. Let's get this right here. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say, who was they? The Edomites, the ruling elite, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, they're going to say everything's okay when things are super tense, and the Most High Yahweh is going to do something, and this place is going to collapse. They're going to have this digital prison, the MOTB. You know, the elect are going to have to go off the grid to survive these evils, and Esau is going to send his super soldiers, his robots, his paramilitary, whatever. These nations are going to invade Babylon the Great to come after the elect too. And guess what? The Most High Yahweh is going to turn up the elect with spiritual power to defend themselves from these heathen. Let's go to Psalms 55. Psalms the 55th chapter and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So Esau can say whatever, but guess what? We all know this devil wants blood. He wants blood. He wants to do what he wants. He wants to be greedy. He wants to fill his belly. He wants to be stuffed. You know, Esau is extremely greedy. They didn't conquered the world, took resources, got the Israelites in oppression. They got Babylon the Great, which is one of the most precious land masses on the earth right now. All right. One of the most strategic land masses on the earth. They got all this stuff. Right. Ophir. Where's Ophir from? Babylon the Great, Central South America, which is a pure high level gold. Esau got all this stuff. And guess what? He wants more. He's greedy. He's greedy. In these wars, he's arrogant by his technology, but the Most High Yahweh has turned up these nations with that same technology to overpower these devils. Let's get this right here. Exodus 15:3. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Let's reread that again. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Now, it says Lord right there in all caps. And if you go into the concordance, it's going to say Jehovah or whatever, Jehovah or whatever. But it's Yahweh. All right? It's Yahweh, which means he. Yah is he. And then Hawa is. He is. All right? Yahweh. He is. All right? And he's a man of war. He's a man. He's masculine. All right? And he wants war. And he's going to bring the war. He's going to bring the ultimate war when Yahweh Shah cracks some clouds. Ronald Reagan said, if an alien extraterrestrial threat and whatnot invades the earth, would not all the nations come together and fight them? That's going to happen. What is that? 2nd Ezra's 13th chapter? Subdue the man that came out to sea. Right? So they know. They know Yahweh Shah is coming. They know. They see the chariots. They see so-called black men with supreme level power. They're radiating power. Like you see in these fictional comic books and stuff, right? With Bakugo and Naruto and Goku and all these guys that radiate that energy. That's real. All right, and it's all righteousness too, right? It's not evil. It's not wicked. You see, Esau got the wicked power, all right, full of sin, tapping in the left-hand side. But the left is weaker than the right. The right is stronger than the left. Let's get that. Might be Exodus, the 4th chapter. Actually, Exodus, the 7th chapter. This is Exodus, the 7th chapter, and verse 9. When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, shew a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent, which is a snake. And Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh, and they did so as Yahweh had commanded, and Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, so left-hand spiritual power. Now the magicians of Egypt, They also did in like manner with their enchantments, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rod, so it was a 1v20, whatever, however many serpents that the left hand enchanted, and they all got destroyed by Aaron's right hand enchantment, which was from Yahweh. All right, I mean, it's all from Yahweh, but one is on the right, the other's on the left, and Yahweh just so happened made the right stronger than the left. Okay. And guess what? This is going to be real scenarios. Esau got this same power and greater. Esau has the same power and greater. And he's going to use it to establish his NWO and fight against Yahushua. He's going to fail. And with that, Shalom.